When is too old too old? What is too young? When is enough enough? How do you know if you're doing enough? If you are the smartest person in the room, you need to leave that room. If you're the only one that cares, maybe you should stop caring about it. These are just things that I have learned over the time that I've been alive. And I'm sure when everybody else comes back into the house, they'll probably add to this conversation. Yeah, when I say everybody else comes back into the house, I've got the in laws and other people staying with me. Gotta love helping people. Um, and today I just made some stewed chicken with ginger. The wife's mom requested me to make that, so I did. The kids are upstairs watching something. I'm just eating a little bit before everybody get here, and then I gotta go make sure I get everything together. Make sure the kids get together. I put my watch back on. When life feels like it's becoming too much, it's most likely because you're not taking a rest. Life will never give you more than you can handle, but it's always going to test you to make sure you can handle what it's going to give you. I like cooking with turmeric. Ready for another one? If you ever feel like your house is not a home, that's because you probably made a home somewhere else. I got this one from my mom. Everybody doesn't think like you. Everybody doesn't act like you. So don't expect everybody to do the things you do. I got this one from the Marine Corps. If it makes sense, it's wrong. Think about that. If it makes sense, it's wrong. Time is not real. Here's a question for you. How do you know if a dog is miserable? I don't have an answer to that. That's a question, literally. How do you know if a dog is miserable or suffering? Because they have a high pain tolerance, so I don't know if they really tell you. Yeah. All right. There's a lot of individuals in the world who do not show the things that they're going through. They could be on the verge of taking their own lives, and you may never know because you've never stopped to talk to them. You may see or feel that something is wrong, but for some reason, you don't engage with them. There's been many times where I just wanted to disappear because I have a lot on my plate, and from the outside looking in, it looks like everybody else is doing everything, and I'm just being taken care of. When in all honesty, it's more of the reverse. All my finances goes towards taking care of other people. Um, at some point, you have to learn to put your foot down, have boundaries, say no, and go ahead and realize that when you cut people off, they're going to make you the villain. And then you'll start noticing how people pull away. They will no longer really talk to you, or either they'll kind of like click up and talk amongst each other like that. You'll feel that the energy is shifted, it has changed when you started saying no and putting yourself first. A lot of men go through this. We're supposed to be providers, but nobody tells us that providers need to have boundaries. Because if you're constantly providing for people who don't really care, or reach a point to where they just think that that's what you're supposed to do, or maybe even make you feel as if that's why they're there, for you to take care of them. I've been in multiple relationships in the past where it always felt like that, just because I've always wanted to make sure that I'm financially stable. With that, anybody who's with me, I always made sure that they were good too. I learned that when it comes down to being in a relationship, dating, you shouldn't be there for the person always. Make yourself their last resort. Because if you're always that one, they start to rely on you. And there will come a time, they'll reach a point to where they don't want to do anything for themselves because they know that you'll do it. And then when you stop doing it, that's when there may become an issue. Also, don't worry about what other people think of you because they're not in your shoes. They don't do the things you do. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know what you have been through. They just formulate speculations based on the outside of them looking in, judging you based off things that they think they know about you. Most likely they're wrong, or they're going off of what they heard from people who don't like you. So therefore, the things that they are creating their assumptions on you about is based off of lies and judgments from other people who want to look down on you but can't, or either are jealous of the things that you do, things that you have, things that you are doing. Be careful who you tell your plans to, because there's a lot of people who don't believe you, won't believe you, or are wishing that it doesn't work out the way that you want it to. There will be people who will listen to what you say, act as if they're there for you, disappear, and then you find out that they're either talking behind your back or they're part of the reason why you have so many enemies. Now, granted, being hated is not bad, because if you're liked by everyone, that means most likely you are faking who you are, because who you are is not going to be liked by everybody. I've realized that people who have thousands and hundreds of friends, like for example, celebrities, people like those celebrities based off of the things that they saw these celebrities doing. For example, actors, they may have liked a role, a movie, show, or the voice acting of that individual. That does not mean that it's them. Plus, you don't know them. So when you sit there and start formulating assumptions about somebody based off what somebody told you, or maybe what you saw one time, you don't know what that person was going through at that moment. That person could be, this is tying back into the beginning, that person could be having a mental crisis because everybody who they thought was in their circle turned out to be a snake. And they realized that all the things that they were doing was a waste of time. It all was, all the people around them were plotting on how to take that person down. It's crazy. But that's all that I wanted to say. Let those with ears hear, let those with eyes see. Relax your mind. It's divine time. Pieces. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Deuces. Oh, and if you like this, like, comment, subscribe. Also send anybody who may need to hear these words. There's a lot of things that people don't talk about these days, and I'm here to go ahead and have that hard conversation. I don't plan to get monetized because nobody likes truth. When you speak the truth, you hurt feelings because a lot of people do not want to look at themselves and realize that they've been lying to themselves or the things that they thought they knew is not true. Take care.